man, does it feel good to be back in the ring. It feels great, folks. I really feel elated that I was able to get my revenge. It wasn't quite what I wanted, but I got my revenge. I mean, he was left in a bloody pulp, and I got him to tap out. So that's one of the best things, that's one of the best feelings I've gotten in a long time. But folks, up next is a special handicap match. Now, this match actually, well, it's not so much special as it is punishment. Well, it's not so much punishment. The thing is, let me tell you the story. This young man here, Sheamus, now, he has a tendency to brag, and today was no exception. So what he said, and I remember what he said, and he said something to the degree of, you know, I've beaten Big Show one-on-one. I've beaten NewfieBangaa one-on-one. But I'm a betting man to say that I could beat him at the same time. You know, or something to that degree. In other words, he was bragging that he could beat the Big Show and NewfieBangaa. Or should I say the individual formerly known as NewfieBangaa. Well, Sheamus made a claim, and I was willing to hold him up to it. So I decided to put Sheamus in a handicap match, and we'll see if he can back up that claim, as he goes up against Big Show, which for most people would be bad enough, but he's also going up against the individual formerly known as NewfieBangaa, and you'll see him up next after the Big Show enters. But as far as I know, Big Show is ahead in the series, 2-1 over Sheamus. If he wins, whether he gets the pinfall or not, then the feud between them would be over. Meanwhile, Sheamus is also in a feud with NewfieBangaa, or the man formerly known as NewfieBangaa, and Sheamus leads the series 2-1. And if NewfieBangaa was to somehow lose, then the feud would be over between them. But folks, ladies and gentlemen, I give to you the man formerly known as NewfieBangaa. Here he is right now. You know, it's very weird. It's kind of weird to see him, you know, as somebody other than NewfieBangaa, as he is himself. But I got to tell you, you know, for him, he told me today that it's the first day of the rest of his life. And I said to him, well, why is that? And he says to me, well, for 3 years I've been NewfieBangaa, and I'm just going to be myself now. And I was just so proud of him when he said that. But anyway, match underway. And, well, Big Show accidentally hit his partner. What the hell, Big Show? Big Show actually punched the referee. Come on, man. I mean, I know this is no disqualification, but come on. Are you serious, bro? I can't believe I'm actually quoting Zack Ryder. And to be perfectly honest with you, Zack Ryder, he was a big star, but, you know, WWE just completely dropped the ball on him, really. And that's all I have to say about Zack Ryder. But anyway, the individual formerly known as NewfieBangaa, we'll just call him Bill Westwood, which is his name, really. So, yeah, Bill, you know, I don't know much about him. I mean, actually, I do know a little bit about him. I know that he's a good friend of Matthew Cole and Paul Levine, but I never knew that NewfieBangaa and Bill Westwood was one and the same person, really. So it was a pleasant surprise to know that. But right now, Sheamus is handling himself pretty well against Big Show and Westwood. Ooh, and a nice kick to the back of Sheamus. Then a leg breaker onto Sheamus. I mean, there's an old saying, you make your bed, now you gotta lie in it. And Sheamus was bragging that he could beat both men by himself, 2-on-1. Well, sometimes you gotta be careful with sometimes you gotta, how do I put this? Not just with what you say, but be careful what you wish for. Of course, Sheamus and Big Show have had their problems in the past, and that is well documented, but what a nice neck breaker onto Sheamus from Westwood. Then a stomp right to the gut of Sheamus. And, well, I'm pretty sure that would have been a win for Big Show if he had gotten the cover, but we'll never know. An elbow smash onto the Big Show. And now going for an armbar onto the Big Show. Well, he's focusing on the Big Show, which is good. But he better be careful of Westwood. A gutbuster onto Sheamus. And, well, okay, Big Show. Ooh, and an arm breaker onto Westwood. All the Big Show from behind on Sheamus. And then a headbutt right to the shoulder of Big Show. I'm surprised that actually did some damage, though. Oh, sorry with the camera there. Yeah, not exactly the type of debut that you would want, but it's a good way to get a win. I mean, but then again, Sheamus brought this on himself, so, yeah, that's his fault. Oh, now Sheamus is going right after Westwood as he delivers on that kick to the back of the head. And is that enough? 1. No, not quite. I mean, Sheamus is a tough guy, but to go up against Big Show is one thing, but to go up against him and Westwood, that's kind of asking too much, although he's doing a good job on Westwood. Just pounding away on him. And down he goes. Now this match is 1 fall to a finish, so that means that Sheamus has to pin either the Big Show or Westwood to win the match. And all they have to do is pin Sheamus to win themselves. A back body drop onto Sheamus. Whoa, what a counter by Sheamus. Onto the Big Show, and now he's going to go right after Westwood. Oh, but Big Show broke it up, though. And a nice neck breaker onto Sheamus. Ooh, and stomped right to the face of Sheamus. And, uh-oh, Sheamus is pissed. And, whoa, that actually busted him open, though. And then a massive headbutt onto Sheamus. And now Sheamus is running on fumes here. And then a facebuster onto Sheamus. Another back body drop onto Sheamus. Now picked up by Westwood. Thrown over the top rope is Sheamus. And then drop kicked onto the floor is Sheamus. And Westwood is going to go right after him. Now this is falls count anywhere, so it can end outside the ring as well as inside the ring. And then a big boot right to the back of the head of Sheamus. As Westwood gets back inside the ring. And now Sheamus is really paying the price for what he had said. You know, there's an old saying, you don't want to run your mouth because sometimes your mouth can make promises your body can't keep most of the time. And that's exactly what is happening to Sheamus. And wait! Bill Westwood, what's he doing? Is he going to do anything? And Sheamus, what's he doing? Whoa, what a move onto the Big Show. On the floor, no less. And Bill is still on the top turnbuckle. I'm not sure why, as Big Show is doing a number on him. Bill, anytime now. Oh, I guess he wants to make sure that he doesn't hit the Big Show by mistake. I guess that's fine. Well, Sheamus is handling himself pretty well against Big Show as he rams him into the cage face first. Oh, and a rake in the eyes. I mean, he's just pounding away on him, really. And then a rake in the eyes right to Sheamus as well. And another kick to the back of the head of Sheamus. And Westwood is still on the top rope. Dude, you can do your move anytime soon, man. Although, a belly-to-belly on the Big Show, but... Oh, wait a minute! No, kick out by the Big Show, but finally Westwood got off the turnbuckle, and now he's going to give Sheamus the sleeper. Is he going to put him to sleep? Yes, he does. He gets the win, does Bill Westwood and the Big Show. So the one thing that we learned right here was that Sheamus made a promise that his body could not keep. As Westwood and the Big Show, they got the win. Big victory for them. And Sheamus is lying in a pool of his own blood. For Big Show, his feud with Sheamus is over. While his feud with, let me see, where is it? Yeah, his feud with Sheamus is tied at 2 apiece, so we'll find out how that feud is going to end up. But between him and the Big Show, it's over. And for Sheamus, he's going to need some medical attention, but anyways, stay tuned for the next match. It's going to be awesome. Stay tuned.